Thank you for listening to BizPod with me, Paul.
And me, Rachel.
Our weekly business English podcast where we talk about the news, social media, and hot topics from a business point of view. You'll get a podcast and links to the articles we discuss. This way you can share your thoughts too. Join us as we discuss what's on our minds this week. So we have a special COVID edition of BizPod this week.
That's funny.
Why is it funny?
Because you sound as healthy as I sound at the moment.
I sound perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'm sure.
My voice is getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah. You might have to excuse us if we suddenly start coughing and spluttering. Mm-hmm. Because this is the COVID edition, the special COVID edition of BizPod. It's been, about 10 days, I think?
Yeah.
Since we started suffering. I think we're well on the road to recovery now.
Yeah. Oh, but for a time, it was horrendous.
Yeah.
The aches, the sore throat.
The pain in general.
Yeah. Discomfort, cloudy, foggy head.
Yeah.
Sneezing.
Cloudy,
coughing.
foggy head, isn't that just normal for us old people? Anyway.
But how did we get it, Paul?
Well, I think we can speculate on who infected us.
We have a certain person in mind.
But the truth is, we took our eye off the ball, I suppose.
Yeah. 4 years. 4 years we've been COVID free.
Yeah.
We never caught it.
No.
Till now. But
I think, the world kind of has moved on or had moved on from COVID. And, we had moved on. It wasn't the kind of thing that we were worried about or concerned with. And, we kind of let our guard down.
We did.
Yeah.
And we caught it. And we're regretting it because we feel, even now, 10 days later, we feel horrendous.
Yeah. Over the past few days, I've spoken to a number of people who've told me that they know of people with COVID infections. So it's obviously still a thing.
Yeah.
But it's the time of year when you would maybe kind of expect COVID or flu or cold infections to spread through the population.
Yeah, we thought it was flu first of all, didn't we? Until we lost our sense of smell, sense of taste, and the awful sore throat. Yeah.
As opposed to, a wonderful sore throat.
Shards of glass, razor blades.
Yeah, in your throat. Yeah, it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it did sort of, we lost a few days of work because of the COVID infection. But that did make us start to sort of consider or think about, productivity in general through sort of, sickness or absences through sickness.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's always been a problem. But do you think it's a worse problem now than before COVID, or is it?
I think there's different things. I mean, when everybody used to work in the office, you were pressured to go to the office even if you didn't feel well, which was really the wrong thing to do because all you did was give your infection to everybody else.
Yeah.
Whereas now, because people are working from home, they seem to think, well, if you've got a voice, you can still work. You're not infecting everybody else. But it's equally wrong because it prolongs you getting better. I mean, I know I just could not concentrate.
Yeah.
I may have had... originally, I didn't have a voice, so I couldn't do any classes because I just couldn't speak.
Yeah.
I couldn't do any video assignment corrections because I couldn't record my feedback for them.
Yeah. Well, you could. You just cough and splutter
No,
all over
I
them.
literally had no voice, did I? One day you're thinking, hey, this is great, Rachel can't talk.
Yeah, the whole house was just silent for 24 hours. It was brilliant.
But then... even if you are capable, I know like today, we've done some work this morning, haven't we? And then
it's exhausting.
Absolutely. I'm knackered.
Yeah. And it's not as if we've worked hard today.
No.
But just concentrating and putting that effort in is exhausting when you're not feeling very well.
No.
Yeah.
So I think, to be really honest, for productivity, because productivity definitely dips, quality of work dips.
Yeah.
You should just take the time to get well.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I think it's harder if you're self-employed like us. 2 weeks off sick means you don't get paid for 2 weeks. and that's a lot of money at the end of the day, that we need. But I think if you're, employed and you have like sick pay or sick leave and you can take a few weeks off and still, get paid, then it's a brilliant thing. I'm not sure all societies or all countries sort of have the same sort of level of sick pay.
I really don't know.
No.
And also, when we worked in the UK, I worked for companies that paid you quite happily for sick pay, and I worked for companies where you took one day off and you
didn't get paid
for it.
immediately.
Yeah. The first day of sickness you were never paid because they found lots of people just took one day off.
Yeah. And
it would deter you.
Well, I suppose it would, yeah. Yeah.
No, it didn't me. I just thought, well, what's it going to cost me? Okay, 50 quid, fair enough. What price is a day off?
Yeah,
cheap, twice the price.
You knew what price a day off was. It was like 50 quid or a day's wage in those days, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, productivity levels, I think, when you're working from home, I think they generally tend to be higher.
Yeah. Usually, when you're well.
When you're well, yeah. But sickness, especially COVID, flus, colds, must really, really reduce the productivity of people around the world. Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
But I do think with people work remotely, if you're not well, businesses will still expect you to come to work or be present, be doing stuff on your computer, even if you're sat tucked up under the duvet on the sofa.
Yeah, you probably
They'll be like, was there anything wrong with your fingers?
No, you can still type and do admin and things like that.
It's wrong.
It is wrong, but I don't know. It's wrong in a sense, but then it also gives people something to do.
I've got no problem watching TV or reading a book. That's how bad it was. You love reading and you could not concentrate to read.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, this particular sort of, flu or COVID infection, I spent 3 days in bed.
Yeah.
The pain and the agony of moving just didn't make it worthwhile getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Whereas me, I was awake at like 2 a.m, freaking out that I couldn't breathe because my nose was blocked and my throat was sore, and I was like, I've got to stay awake because I might die.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of TV, a lot of dog documentaries. Was it Dog Impossible? If anybody wants to watch a 6-part really good dog training series on Netflix, there you go. That's what I watched.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, we're not got much to talk about this week, and seriously, it's just because we feel horrendous.
Yeah, still.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll catch you next week back on form.
Yeah.
If you don't catch COVID first.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. We hope you liked our podcast, and please don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with us. Until next time, goodbye.